Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mindful Homestead. On this episode, we're going to do what I've said the last 2 years I wasn't going to do, and we're going to hack together another last-minute pig shelter. So let's go. So here's my plan for this year. We've got all this wide open space up here, and the area that you can see kind of directly behind me that I'm pointing to is relatively high and dry. It doesn't collect water, it doesn't get muddy, it stays really nice actually. And that's the whole idea of this fall shelter that I always build for the pigs, is to give them a warm, dry place to hang out when we get these cold rains that show up in the fall time here, because that's when you start ending up with pneumonia and other respiratory issues and illnesses that pop up. You want to really keep them dry. So the goal is to build something there that will allow them to do that. My plan is to take these 12-foot pressure treated 2x4s, because pressure treated 2x4s were cheaper than non-pressure treated 2x4s today. Crazy. We're going to use these 2x4s along with some T-posts to build a base that we will stretch 3 cattle panels up and over. If you've ever seen like a cattle panel greenhouse that people have built, same idea, but we're gonna put a tarp on top of it to keep the pigs dry instead of plastic for a greenhouse. So that's the plan. Now every pig infrastructure project when you're in the pig pen needs a form of distraction. Otherwise pigs are curious, they're gonna be bothering you all day. I fed these guys earlier this morning, so they are not going to be lured away by food, so we need to give them something special. And that's where my town's local pumpkin festival comes into play. Last night was the pumpkin festival that my town holds every year. And this morning, I went over and picked up a bunch of the jack-o'-lanterns that people didn't take with them last night that they were just gonna let the town throw away. And these will be perfect to distract the pigs from us while we're building the shelter. So I'm gonna get some of these pumpkins in there with the pigs to distract them. And then we're gonna get building this shelter. We're also gonna give them a bunch of eggs, because eggs are kind of like a little, well, they're an Easter egg hunt, for lack of a better term. This is like the super secret treat. All right, they're distracted. Time to start building. Emma's over there being our little pig wrangler. She's got her bike helmet on still. Emma, you can take your bike helmet off.
With my foot?
Yeah. There we go. Still good.
What are you doing? Just reinforcing it?
Yeah, I'm trying to like make sure any sharp edges stay low.
Oh, for the tarp.
Because that's what's going to hurt the tarp. So if you're going to do this, just like if you're building a greenhouse, you want to make sure that your horizontal slats are on the inside because they're going to be your sharp edges. So your tarp should stay over top of it. All right, we're done. Let's take a look at what we got. Basic setup, like I said, is just 3 cattle panels, you know, it's secured, kind of boxed in on either side by pressure treated 2x4s at the bottom. We lifted them, we folded them up, put T-posts in on the outsides to secure everything down, secured our tarp. The last thing we did, the pièce de résistance, if you will, is we put these ratchet straps over the top. We realized once we got everything up, we're like, oh, there's nothing to keep this from straight blown away if we get a good stiff wind. So ratchet straps went over the top. Hopefully that'll hold everything in. They're anchored to the T-posts. It's not the most eloquent shelter. If I was doing a season-long shelter, I probably wouldn't do something like this. I'd try to build something more substantial. But for now, they're big enough. I mean, they've been sleeping in the rain all summer because the weather's been nice. And they've been doing that by choice. Like, they had the woods that they could go into, but they would rather sleep out here in the field in the rain. But now that it's fall and it's getting colder and we're gonna have to push them a little bit further into November than we were expected due to a call from the butcher, I think this will work. There you go. See, it's not so bad. I don't trust you. All right, I'm gonna get out of your shelter. The last thing I'll do, and I don't have any right now, but is I'll go to the feed store. I'll get some straw that we can toss in there and let them kind of build a nest. Let's go see what Jackie thinks of the shelter. She's right down here. How's the fence?
Pretty good, except right here. It's buried.
I mean, it was still shocking the heck out of me.
Yeah, I know. It's completely buried here.
What do you think of the pig shelter?
I think it came out pretty good. What do you think of the pig shelter?
I mean, I designed it, so.
Yeah, I think it came out great. I think the only thing is the side, side to side protection, but for the little bit of time that we need to use it,
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. But I guess future design, you'd have to put like some wood or metal along the bottom so they don't pull on it.
Well, that's going to do it for today's video, folks. As always, if you like what you saw in this video, make sure to head down below, click that subscribe button and the little bell next to it. Otherwise, thank you for watching and hope you're having a great day. Bye.
Bye.